As a child, I remember watching my mother carefully place coins into a piggy bank, reinforcing the idea that saving was the key to financial security. "Save for a rainy day," she'd say, as if saving was the ultimate financial wisdom. But there was always one question left unasked. Why don't we ever talk about investing? Growing up, I was taught that putting money aside for the future was important, but I never learned how to make my money work for me. Saving is widely seen as a virtuous practice, and yes, it does give you some peace of mind. However, saving alone isn't enough to ensure long-term financial growth. In many ways, women are taught to save, but rarely to invest, and that gap can have profound consequences on their financial independence. After all, as the old adage says, a penny saved is a penny earned, but if you only save, you miss out on the potential of wealth building through investments. 1. Cultural conditioning, a role written in ink. The idea that saving is a woman's job and investing is a man's game is deeply rooted in centuries of cultural conditioning. Historically, women have been expected to maintain household budgets and ensure financial stability, while men were encouraged to take on financial risks through entrepreneurship or investing. This gender division has shaped how men and women approach money and investing today. The saying, "A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush," reflects the value placed on security over uncertainty, a philosophy associated with femininity. Women have been socialized to avoid financial risks and focus on managing household expenses and savings. This focus on saving provides stability but also limits women's opportunities to build wealth through higher risk strategies like investing in stocks or real estate. Japan, a patriarchal approach to money. In Japan, cultural expectations have shaped how men and women approach finances. Men are often seen as the primary breadwinners and investors, while women are expected to manage the household. This has led to a low percentage of women investing in the stock market. A 2019 study by the Japan Securities Dealers Association found that only 9% of women own stocks, compared to 27% of men. Women are highly skilled at saving but are less likely to engage in investments due to cultural beliefs about the appropriateness of financial risk-taking for women. The United States. The gender divide in financial education. Similarly, in the US, women are taught to save but are often not introduced to investing. A survey by the Vanguard Group revealed that women are more likely to save for retirement, but they tend to use low-risk savings accounts rather than investments that could yield higher returns. This creates a divide where saving is viewed as safe and secure, while investing is seen as risky and often reserved for men. For instance, Melanie, a woman who's been saving for retirement in a 401(k) for years, avoids investing in stocks because of the perceived risk, even though she has the financial capacity to diversify her portfolio. Like many women, she prioritizes security over potential growth, which limits her ability to build wealth through investment. The hidden costs of cultural conditioning. This cultural conditioning has long-term financial consequences. Saving alone, while crucial for short-term security, doesn't generate wealth over time. Compound interest, a powerful tool for wealth building, can only be fully realized through investments that appreciate in value. This explains the gender wealth gap, as research shows women's retirement savings are, on average, 30% less than men's. This disparity is partly due to women's reluctance to take on financial risk, limiting their wealth-building potential. The reluctance to invest is not due to a lack of financial skills, but stems from ingrained cultural beliefs. To close the gender wealth gap, it is essential to provide women with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to invest and take on calculated financial risks. 2. Gendered financial education, a divide from day one. The gender gap in financial literacy is not solely a result of cultural conditioning, but is also deeply embedded in the way financial education is structured. From an early age, women often receive financial education that emphasizes saving and budgeting, while men are encouraged to explore investment strategies, risk management, and wealth-building opportunities. This gender divide in financial education perpetuates a cycle where women feel less prepared to take on the challenges and rewards of investing, further reinforcing the financial gap between men and women. Books and resources on finance often reflect this divide. Titles geared toward men, such as The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham, or Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki emphasize high-stakes decision-making and long-term investment strategies. These books appeal to the culturally ingrained notion that men should be risk-takers in financial matters. The language in these books often highlights bold moves and calculated risks, positioning finance as a realm where men should thrive by making strategic investments in stocks, real estate, and businesses. In contrast, books aimed at women tend to focus on practical budgeting and saving tips. Titles like Smart Women Finish Rich by David Bach encourage women to take a conservative approach to money management, focusing on financial security rather than on risk-taking in the stock market. These books often frame financial success in terms of achieving stability and comfort, reinforcing the idea that women should prioritize financial caution and security over wealth building through investments. This divide is not just reflected in literature, but also in the way society shapes women's relationship with money. Studies consistently show that women tend to feel less confident about their financial knowledge compared to men. A Morningstar survey revealed that 54% of women reported discomfort with taking risks in their investment portfolios, compared to just 43% of men. This hesitancy is rooted in a lack of education about how to evaluate risks and opportunities. If women do not feel empowered to assess financial risks, they are more likely to keep their money in savings accounts or low-risk investments where they feel their money is safe. The old adage, better safe than sorry, encapsulates this approach, but in the world of investing, it can result in missed opportunities for wealth growth. The educational gap is further compounded by the tendency for financial literacy programs to overlook women's unique financial needs and goals. Historically, women have been taught that managing money is part of their domestic role, balancing the household budget and ensuring financial stability. Men, on the other hand, have been taught to view money as a tool for growth and opportunity, encouraging them to take risks and make bold financial moves. This cultural narrative has shaped not only the way men and women approach finance, but also the way they are taught to think about money. To bridge this divide, it is essential that financial education be restructured to empower women with the knowledge, tools, and confidence to take control of their financial futures. Financial literacy programs should not just focus on saving, but also on the importance of risk management and investing as a means of building wealth. By shifting the conversation from financial caution to financial opportunity, we can create a more equitable financial landscape for everyone. In essence, the gap in financial education is a byproduct of a broader societal issue, where women's financial independence is often undervalued or overlooked. To change this narrative, financial education needs to evolve and encourage women to see money as a tool for growth rather than merely for saving. As the saying goes, you have to spend money to make money, and for women, this means embracing investment opportunities and learning to navigate the world of financial risk with confidence. 3. Fear, confidence, and the cost of hesitation. One of the most significant barriers preventing women from investing is fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of losing money, and a lack of confidence in their financial decision-making abilities often hold women back from taking the first step into the world of investing. While many women are taught the importance of saving, investing, which involves taking risks, is seen as a more daunting and uncertain territory. The old saying, "Fortune favors the bold," highlights the truth that those who take calculated risks are more likely to see rewards. Unfortunately, if women are not bold in their financial decisions, they may miss out on opportunities to build substantial wealth. In a 2020 study by Fidelity, it was revealed that 55% of women expressed fear of making bad financial decisions, especially in the context of investing. This fear is understandable after all. The stock market is notorious for its volatility, and the idea of losing money is undoubtedly intimidating. Women are often socialized to be cautious with money, and this caution can sometimes morph into outright fear, particularly when faced with the complexities of investments like stocks, bonds, or real estate. For example, Clara, a woman in her mid-30s, has a well-paying job but has always hesitated to invest her savings in the market because she fears losing money. She keeps her money in a savings account with a low interest rate, which ensures security but offers minimal growth. Her fear of the unknown and of making poor investment choices keeps her stuck, unable to take advantage of opportunities that could help her grow her wealth significantly over time. However, while the fear of making mistakes in investing is valid, it can often be paralyzing. The truth is, waiting to feel ready or to eliminate all fear and uncertainty can result in missed opportunities. The longer someone waits, the more they lose out on the compound growth of their investments. Compounding, the process of earning returns on both the initial principal and the accumulated interest, is one of the most powerful tools for building wealth. Yet, it requires time that women miss out on if they don't act early enough. The story of Sarah and Emily offers a perfect illustration of the consequences of hesitation. Both women are 30 years old, have similar incomes, and could potentially invest $200 a month. Sarah, understanding the importance of starting early, begins investing this amount in a diversified portfolio. She does not let the fear of market volatility hold her back. Miley, on the other hand, is afraid of the risks involved. She believes that the stock market is too unpredictable, so she hesitates to invest and chooses to wait until she feels more confident. By the time both women reach retirement age, Sarah will have accumulated over $500,000 in her retirement account, while Emily's account, despite saving the same monthly amount, will be worth about $220,000 all because Sarah took action early, while Emily allowed fear and hesitation to keep her from making that initial investment. This example clearly demonstrates how fear and hesitation can lead to missed opportunities and, ultimately, a significant difference in financial outcomes. The key takeaway here is that it is better to start small and gradually increase your investments over time than to wait for the perfect moment or to be completely free from fear. The best time to start investing, as the saying goes, is 20 years ago, but the second best time is now. Even if a woman only invests small amounts at first, over time, those small amounts can add up significantly due to the power of compound interest. A recent example can be found in Elizabeth's case. She started investing just $100 a month in her early 30s. Initially, she was hesitant and unsure, but she took the leap and began small. Over the years, her investments grew, and by the time she retired at age 65, her modest contributions had grown into a sizable nest egg more than she had ever imagined possible. Her journey is a testament to the power of starting early and sticking with it, despite initial fears. Moreover, starting small can also provide a sense of empowerment. As women begin to see their investments grow, their confidence in managing finances increases. They become more comfortable with the ups and downs of the market and develop a clearer understanding of the risk-reward balance. Over time, the fear of making mistakes diminishes, and a sense of financial security builds through experience. In conclusion, the fear that holds many women back from investing is not without merit, but it should not stop them from acting. The longer they wait, the greater the opportunity cost. To build wealth, women must be willing to take those first steps, even if they feel uncertain. The best time to plant a tree is 20 years ago. The second best time is now. This wisdom holds true for investing. The longer you wait, the less time you give your money to grow through compounding. Starting small, learning along the way, and overcoming the fear of taking risks can ultimately lead to financial success. 4. The real-world impact of underinvestment. The consequences of underinvestment for women are significant, especially given their longer life expectancy. Women generally live longer than men, but often have smaller retirement savings due to factors like the gender pay gap, career breaks for caregiving, and their longer lifespans. These disparities result in women being more financially vulnerable in retirement. According to the National Institute on Retirement Security, women's retirement savings are about 30% less than men's. This gap is driven by lower lifetime earnings. Women earn less than men and take time off work to care for children or family members. For example, Lena, who took a break from her marketing career to care for her children, faces lower savings for retirement because of these career interruptions. Women's longer life expectancy also exacerbates this issue. For instance, Sally, in her 60s, is nearing retirement with insufficient savings for a 30-year retirement. Her longevity means she needs more savings to cover her living and healthcare costs. Moreover, women are less likely to invest in high-return assets like stocks or real estate. A Charles Schwab study found that women prefer low-risk investments like cash, which offers low returns. For example, Jennifer holds most of her savings in cash, which doesn't keep up with inflation, reducing her wealth over time. In contrast, Rachel, who invested in real estate and stocks, has seen substantial growth in her wealth, putting her in a better position for retirement. 5. Turning the tide from fear to freedom. To overcome the fear of investing, women can take 3 key steps: gain financial education, build a support network, and start small. Financial education. Educating oneself is the first step. Women can explore books, podcasts, courses, or seek advice from financial advisors. For instance, after reading Be an Intelligent Investor, Anna gained confidence and started investing, building her portfolio over time. Support network. Joining online communities, like women's investing groups, offers a space for sharing advice and encouragement. Sarah, a young professional, found valuable support in an online group, which motivated her to begin investing. Starting small. Fear of large investments can be overwhelming, but starting with small amounts is key. Lisa, a teacher, started investing just $100 a month, and with compound interest, it grew substantially over time. Consistency and patience and small contributions can lead to financial security. By embracing financial education, seeking support, and taking small, consistent steps, women can gain the confidence needed to invest and build long-term wealth. As the saying goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. 6. A call to action. Rewrite the script. The conversation around women and money needs a shift. For too long, society has conditioned women to prioritize saving, while investing has been seen as a domain for the bold or experienced. It's time to change that narrative. Women need to be encouraged to invest, not just save. After all, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Investing isn't a risky gamble. It's a vital tool for long-term wealth building. Saving is essential for financial stability, but it's only part of the equation. Investing allows money to grow over time through compound interest. Take Rachel, for example, who started by saving but saw her wealth grow when she began investing in the stock market. By shifting from a savings-only mindset to investing, women can unlock their financial potential. Many women hesitate to invest because they feel it's too complex or risky, but education is the key. Sophie felt intimidated by investing at first, but after learning about low-risk options, gained confidence and started building her portfolio. Resources like books, podcasts, and online courses can help women understand investing and make informed decisions. Building a support network is also crucial. Communities of like-minded women provide encouragement and share valuable insights. By starting small and being consistent, women can grow their wealth over time, just like Lisa, who began investing $100 a month and built a solid financial foundation. It's time to empower women with the tools and confidence to invest. By doing so, they'll secure their financial futures and join a movement to rewrite the script on women and money. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. The time to invest is now. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.